18th letter did that. 18th letter did that.
What's good, everybody? Your man's in the building again. And for today, we must discuss. Don't be out here tricking. Don't trick. Don't buy shit. Don't do nothing for these hoes. Now, from personal experience, as I will be telling, I had to learn that the hard way. There was a young lady, she was very she still is beautiful, she's still a nice looker and whatnot. Known her since middle school. Went out with her when we got to high school for a hot second. Everything was smooth. Ended up moving. We lost contact for a hot second. For a while, actually. She ends up moving to Cali. We ended up linking back up. She ends up getting with some other guy from our high school. Shit was wild. But, alright. So, how your mans got finessed. Woo! Boy, the finesse game was so strong, so impeccable. I wasn't ready for it, y'all. I wasn't ready for it at all. Now, she at the time was living in Atlanta, and we was talking for a hot second. We've been talking for a minute. I had set up. I was gonna spend a couple of days down there with her. I think the ticket was like 300 of them things, boy. Oh God, nigga, you said how much? 300 of them things, shouted. Woo! I couldn't afford it at the time, would it? But I was still feeling her. So when you trying to get with somebody, when you trying to build upon something, you tend to go out your way to make it happen. So bought the ticket, did that, and then get down to Atlanta. She picks me up, everything's cool. Man, and we kicking it and whatnot. And when we get there, she drops me off at the rooms, huh? I'm like, wait a minute, where you going though? She had some shit to handle. I ended up being at the hotel room dolo for like, I think maybe 3 hours, yo. Like, shit was crazy. But she comes back finally. I had ordered some pizza and shit. And then she came in the room, yo, and the first question she asked, she was like, yo, you weren't expecting nothing, was it? I was like, huh? And then she was like, were you expecting anything coming down? Now, in the back of my mind, I wanted that ass. I wanted the ass. But I couldn't give out the game plan off rip. I'll fuck the whole shit up. So I told her, I was like, nah, don't want the ass, And plus, that wasn't all I was there for anyway. I was hoping to get some butt. It would have been cool if I got the cheeks. It would have been quite marvelous if I would have got the cheeks. Being that a nigga just blew $300, probably, matter of fact, the room for the week, that was like another like 150, 200. Yeah, so some cheeks would have been a nice consolation for that. But so I told her, nah, I won't expect nothing. She was like, good. So we chilling and whatnot. And then she was a little weary about even like being in the same bed. I'm like, come on now, we supposed to be, trying to make something shake. Like, I don't know why you acting weird. So I'm there for like a day or two. Everything's going pretty okay until one day she's like on the phone and she's talking to the supposed ex or whatever. They I guess working through they shit. So she's on the phone with this nigga, and I'm like, what? So they doing that. I'm low key hot as a bitch. I leave the room. Man, I'm so on fire, yo. You know what I mean? Nigga shedding thug tears, yo. Cause I'm like, bruh, I just blew all this money. Like, nah, I mean? And I'm sitting here trying to make something shake with you, and you too focus on homeboy. Goddamn inverter. But yeah, you too focus on the homeboy, man. But I was like, you know what, whatever. So the end of the trip, you know, I was sour about this shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was sour. So I left. Now this is the part about the finessing. At that time, man, I was kicking her money for gas. I was kicking her money for food. I'm helping paying. She was almost about to go to jail over some little weak ass charge. I paid a fine so she wouldn't get locked up. Man, the amount of looking out I did for this woman, bruh, off of the strength that, you know, I rock with you heavy, and like say I'm trying to actually, you know what I'm saying, make something shake with you, build something with you. So long story short, I pretty much got took for granted. She ends up, you know, with the gas money that I was supplying her, she'll be taking these trips to this college in North Carolina, because that's where she was at the time. I was in Virginia. She'll be off to see homie, which I didn't even piece together until later on, like a couple months later and whatnot, when she told me that she was pregnant. Another story. When she told me that, and then, man, yeah, the shit was just wild, son. Wild, yeah. So, and then I even drove down to North Carolina. Another finesse. Like, okay, I spent $300 of them schmackaroos, plus about $200 for the hotel to go down to Atlanta to holler at her. Then I drive to North Carolina to hang with her. I mean, I was doing the most, yo. I was doing the most. Like, I'm sending bread, helping out with bills, or helping out with whatever. Yeah, I was doing a whole lot, yo. I was doing a whole lot. And pretty much, I got nothing in return for it, you know. I mean, not with her now. She done fucked around, had 2 kids, ended up marrying the nigga. You know what I mean? That I guess she was just so hung for or whatever, and now he ain't shit, I guess. They going through whatever from the last time we talked, and, you know, still got mad love for her, which is the sad part. But, I mean, shit, man, you can't really look at it more than that the boy got finesse, man. I got finesse out of my feelings, and I got finesse out of some, you know what I'm saying, some cash, yo. You know what I mean? Could have used that, man. You know what I'm saying? I could have bought me some more Dolphins gear with that bread, yo, but, you know, nah, but that's what you do when you know, really feeling somebody, man. You try to make it, you know, try to make it happen. You try to make it work. I might have went to the extreme, but it's what you do. And, you know, and not everything goes your way, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We can't be getting finessed by these girls, bro. We cannot be getting finessed by these bras, yo. Facts. We cannot be getting finessed, yo. No finessing 2018, bro. No finessing, bro. If anything, real niggas is doing the finessing, bro. We gotta do the finessing. So, with that being said, no, I'm getting loaded right now, and they ain't really doing shit. But I just want to share that story, man. Can't be out here getting finesse. I learned that the hard way. Would I do it again for another chick? I ain't gonna lie, probably. But I know to be a little bit smarter with it. You know, make sure that it actually is going somewhere. You know, instead of playing guessing. Cause, oh man, I gotta say that for another video. Cause, man, the amount of fuckery that went down when we were like, I think, I'm not too sure if this was after this North Carolina move she did, or was it before? But man, when I was trying to like get with her while she was in Richmond, the amount of fuckery, I'm talking about, her best friend wanted the dick, she wanted to be with me, and homegirl was, you know what I'm saying, back and forth. She wasn't really giving me no friction or nothing. Almost tried my hand with a friend, but she ended up catching feelings, blocking it. You know what I mean? You know how chicks do, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you do that, I ain't talking to you ever again type shit. And like, say, me, you know what I'm saying, being all, you know, Mr. Wanna Be in Love, yo. Passed up on free buttons, yo. You know what I mean? I passed up on free buttons, but, you know, story of my life, yo. Story of my life. A lot of chicks that, well, maybe chicks are too condescending. A lot of women that I had an opportunity with, or had a potential opportunity with, and didn't even know I had an opportunity with, they're all like bad now. Like one woman liked me back then, but I was so shy. Now she's a model. Looking back, man, your boy done took a lot of L's, man. I was taking some heavy L's in middle and high school, man. Now that I think about it, a lot of L's, you know what I mean. But you know what I'm saying, we shaking back, you know what I'm saying, like cook crack in half, you know what I mean. We out here. But you know, that's you know, don't get finessed, and that's pretty much it, man. Damn, I got finesse out bread, time, buns. God damn, son.
Bottles on the counter as a memoir. More coming in while the days is going by. Niggas getting fly, smoking hazes. Wonder how a nigga getting by in situations, trying different ways, and always had to hustle, grind, and never got old to me. One for all, I ain't really tripping about you owing me. That was to my congregation, and the others no permission. Only fucking with it if the loyalty and trust is given. This is how you learn it, trying to relay your message. Listen close and smoke a bone, it'll give you leverage. Real niggas, real bitches, this is just for you. Fuck a lame campaign, I put my trust in